We are going to talk for a moment about hand placement on the ground, particularly when you have weight in your hands, and how to do that in a way that is safe for your wrists and will keep them as happy and healthy as possible. So anytime you come into a pose where your hands are on the floor, like downward facing dog, plank, handstand, any of those poses that have weight in your hands, you want to be very mindful with how you place your hands on the floor. When your hands come down onto the ground, you should think about gently pressing the pad of each finger into the mat. You're thinking about the knuckle at the bottom of each finger also pressing into the mat. The most important part being this inside edge of your hands, the shape that your pointer finger and your thumb make. That spot right in the middle, that knuckle should stay on the floor as much as possible. That is going to keep your wrists happy. A lot of times what can happen is people will lift the inside edge, put all their weight on the outside edge, and that puts lots of pressure in your wrists. You should not be able to stick your finger underneath your hand at this knuckle. So, when your hands come down to the mat, we place those hands, press each pad of each finger into the mat, almost as if you're gripping a basketball, so kind of pressing into the floor and drawing toward you just a little bit. If this knuckle, the second knuckle here, lifts off the ground, that is okay. Again, we're working on keeping this part on the ground of each finger, this part on the ground under each finger, and almost making kind of a suction cup like lift here in the palm of the hand. As you practice, you'll notice that you start to lift again. Just be mindful. Remind yourself whenever you can to have your hands interact with the ground in a way that is going to be the most helpful and the most safe for your wrists.